Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahi wa kafa wa salatu wa salamu ala ibadihi alladhina astafa. Amma ba'du farabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wa ahlul uqdatan min lisani yafqahu qawli wa qul rabbi adkhilni mudkhala sidqin wa akhrijni mukhraja sidqin waj'al li min ladunka sultanan nasira. Bismillah wa billah wa tawakkaltu ala Allah. In the name of Allah, the most compassionate, the most merciful. Verse number 102 of chapter Al-Baqarah. We start it again from beginning. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. وَاتَّبَعُوا مَا تَتْلُو الشَّيَاطِينُ عَلَى مُلْكِ سُلَيْمَانَ وَمَا كَفَرَ سُلَيْمَانُ وَلَكِنَّ الشَّيَاطِينَ كَفَرُوا يُعَلِّمُونَ النَّاسَ السِّحْرَ وَمَا أُنزِلَ عَلَى الْمَلِكَيْنِ بِبَابِلَ هَارُوتَ وَمَارُوتَ وَمَا يُعَلِّمَانِ مِنْ أَحَدٍ حَتَّى يَقُولَا إِنَّمَا نَحْنُ فِتْنَةٌ فَلَا تَكْفُرْ فَيَتَعَلَّمُونَ مِنْهُمَا مَا يُفَرِّقُونَ بِهِ بَيْنَ الْمَرْءِ وَزَوْجِهِ وَمَا هُمْ بِضَارِّينَ بِهِ مِنْ أَحَدٍ إِلَّا بِإِذْنِ اللَّهِ وَيَتَعَلَّمُونَ مَا يَضُرُّهُمْ وَلَا يَنْفَعُهُمْ وَلَقَدْ عَلِمُوا لَمَنِ اشْتَرَاهُ مَا لَهُ فِي الْآخِرَةِ مِنْ خَلَاقٍ وَلَبِئْسَ مَا شَرَوْا بِهِ أَنفُسَهُمْ لَوْ كَانُوا يَعْلَمُونَ. This verse had some detail of explanation, and we have done it in the previous sessions, and the brief of story was like this, that there were practices being practiced in the society of Israelite, and those practices and those their common habits, they were causing them to go on the wrong path and be evildoer and commit sins. These all things were related to them because of their wrong practices, and that was practicing sorcery, doing magic, and taking in the part of witchcraft, learning it, teaching it, and applying it on people, and taking benefit from that, and keeping people ignorant, and prevailing some kind of illiteracy manner in the society. And all those things were very common. So Allah is explaining to the mu'mineen that if they are doing this kind of action or reaction to call of Islam, and they are denying it and not accepting the prophethood of last prophet, the realities are that in their society there are so many wrong practices and wrong path they are following them, so they will not accept easily Islam. This is what has been explained here by Allah, and Allah told us that they are actually following those Satans who were at the time of Solomon. They were relating Solomon's kingdom and his supernatural powers and his realm that was so much big reign that he had, a kingdom that was very vast and very powerful, and it has so many aspects that naturally or in the common method nobody can obtain that. So they relate all those things to sorcery and magic, and they were saying that Solomon is somewhat a magician or this kind of thing. Allah is denying that. Allah is said that no, Sulaiman was a good servant to Allah, and he is so far from being a magician or doing that kind of faithlessness. This act is completely a faithlessness, means the sorcery and witchcraft and magic practicing, all is faithlessness and ungodliness, and Solomon was not doing that. And also they relate these practices to two angels at the time of Babel and Babylonian Empire and civilization's time. And though there were two angels and they were educating people to defend themselves by teaching them sorcery and this kind of craft, so that they are able to defend themselves and be ready to not to be bewitched and not to be deceived by those who were doing that practices. Allah said that they taught people, but with this condition that nobody should learn from them something that is harmful for others, and they should be committed to be in the limit that Allah puts for them, and that is only to defend by the help of that sorcery that they were learning from those two angels. But Allah commented on that the condition of the people was like this, that they were learning things which were harmful rather than to be beneficial to them. And this was their method of learning, or the method of getting knowledge. Here, at the point that we have reached there, Allah is saying and giving His common decree about this thing, that what they did, whether they knew that this is wrong thing or not, there is question. This question come here, that, oh Allah, these people, these Israelites, they knew law of Allah by Prophet Moses, and what was their position in this case, that they knew it or they didn't? Why they were practicing it? If it was not allowed, so how was they were practicing? Allah is telling here, of course, all those people, especially those who were given knowledge and who were at the top, like monks and priests and masters and rabbis and all those who had knowledge of their religion, all they knew that this thing is wrong and they should stop practicing it, and they be in the frame that Allah has given to them. Walakad alemu. From here we have to start. Walakad alemu laman ishtarahu ma lahu fil akhirati min khalaq. Walakad alemu, they know. Here Allah is telling this thing with certain emphatic phrase. Walakad, here lam is for emphasizing the position. Kad and alimu also is for emphasizing that more. Lam is put there. This lam is also lam of emphatic article, and it is emphasizing the position of the statement more. And Allah is saying, وَلَقَدْ عَالِمُ لَمَنْ اشْتَرَاهُ, if somebody takes part in this kind of practices, and if somebody sells himself to this kind of materialistic and anti-God things, he will have no share in hereafter. It means whatever he is obtaining and earning and getting, all is here, and it will end one day, and he will be responsible for what all those practices that he is practicing now. وَلَقَدْ عَلِمُوا, Allah is saying, they know certainly. Man ishtarahu, if somebody buys these things, it means that he is spending his life. When somebody spends his life, in return what he gets, that is a buying and selling position, and that is a trade. They are making a trade, they are getting something, they are losing something, they are getting things that is not something that will remain for them forever. It will end here when their life ends here. وَلَقَدْ عَلِمُوا لَمَنِ اشْتَرَوْا مَا لَهُ فِي الْآخِرَةِ. They get something here, but hereafter, when they want to start life hereafter, and at the end of this life, new life starts, they will have no share in that life, and they will be loser. Min khalaq, Allah is saying they will have no portion, nothing, very least nothing. And Allah's comment on this trait. What is the comment of Allah on this trait? وَلَبِئْسَ مَا شَرَوْا بِهِ. Allah is giving this comment that they have bought. Maybe somebody say, okay, that's enough for us. We got so many materialistic things and materialistic life. Our life is very good, and we have so many things and so many fortune and health, wealth we have got, and so that is enough. Allah is saying, وَلَبِئْسَ مَا شَرَوْا بِهِ أَنفُسَهُمْ. If they count themselves and put beside those what they have got, what they have gotten, it is very low. It is very vile and wise thing that they got in return for their life. So they have made a trade that is not benefitable. They are loser in that trade. لَوْ كَانُوا يَعْلَمُونَ. If they could know, if they were to know that it is all defeat and all it is that they have lost, they don't get any benefit from that, and they are loser. So Allah is completing with this verse and saying that all what they did is wrong, and they should not follow those practices, but they should follow the law of Allah and turn to the right path of Allah. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. May Allah bless you all.